was like, can I call you, I think it was like Marie or something. We'll say Marie just for the purpose of this video. He's like, can I call you Marie? And I said, okay, sure. And I was like, who is Maria? And he's just like, my sister.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Owen and AJ Talks. I'm Owen Finch, and I'm here with...
AJ Talent. Yeah, I know. Surprise, surprise. We didn't wait another 8 years to get this done. No, I really thought the next time we'd be doing this, I'd be in my 30s.
And I'd be maybe 30s, late 30s, early 40s. Yeah, we're doing Kiss Time Sis. Yeah. Actually, what is the name of the show? Is it Kiss Time Sis or Kiss X Sis? I never actually know because it's like...
Kiss Sis, but I was like 12 when I saw this. I definitely should not have been 12. But I thought it was Kiss Time Sis.
Okay.
It is Kiss Sis.
So why is the X there? What's it doing there? Like, it's just...
Because they're fucking dumb. Of all the questions this show raises, like, should I die? And why humanity was a mistake? That's your question?
Let me tell you, because as you know, that's what I call this show all the time to my people. I'm like, oh, we're gonna review Kiss Time Sis. I call it Times because that's what an X is. It's like, what's the X doing there? Then is it just chilling there? Like,
I don't know.
Is it silent?
The writer just wanted to be quirky. He's different. He's not like the other girls. He's not like the other writers. Yeah, you can definitely tell he's not like the other writers with shit like this.
We should also talk about too, by the way. We love this show so much, we just can't wait to talk about it. AJ and I said, oh, we're going to do this video at 7:30. We didn't want to talk about this. We just spent time talking about anything else just to delay and having to sit down and review this episode.
We spent like 45 minutes talking about like spin-off shows. Just like randomly. We were like, hey, what shows like introduce a character that like ends up getting a spin-off or like their own show?
Actually, we weren't even starting off with that either. We started off by saying, oh, what show had everything like working against it? All of a sudden we went into spin-off shows. And then I think I just realized...
Oh yeah, it just snowballed and that's where the conversation ended up.
And then I think we just realized, are we just delaying this? Are we just like delaying the inevitable?
Every time. Every time. We've talked about the show twice. But every time we talk about this show, we're like, oh, let's just like talk about literally anything else.
I think I started noticing when we like... We couldn't even come up with spin-offs anymore, and we were just sitting here, and we were just like, oh, wait.
Yeah, we actually, like, we're supposed to do something. To be fair, would you want to watch the show and not talk about it? It'd be like we watched it for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to get to that, by the way.
Yeah. I'm really curious what your friend is going to, like, put over us talking. Like, there's not much he can show. Not much wholesome Christian content he can, put over us.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I just want him to put a loop on them making out for like the whole episode.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I know I haven't actually talked to you, and like I don't know your name, and you don't know me, but do me a solid. Just like this whole video, have it looping the makeout session.
But yeah, let's just start talking about like this episode and stuff. So. We're doing this again. I don't know why we're doing this. I guess we're a glutton for punishment. AJ and I were thinking to ourselves, we haven't reviewed anything like bad in a while, so like I guess we have to review something bad. And we always think like, what can we review that's bad? Oh yeah, we still got Kiss Sis. We still gotta wrap up. So
it's like the constant reminder, like lurking in the dark corner, like hanging over our head. Like, hey, you gonna finish me? It's like, yeah, okay.
Might as well.
It's only been 6 months this time, hasn't been 8 years, so,
I remember, too, anytime we make, like, a channel, we make a video where we talk about, oh, what are we going to do this week? It's like, oh, so we do Kiss Sis? We're just like, should we? Like,
I mean, we could, but, like, why would we want to?
But, yeah, we've been doing, like, a lot of good things. I guess we just... It's weird. I would say this is a way to reward ourselves for doing good things, but I feel like this is more of a punishment for doing good stuff. Like,
yeah, I know, right? Punishment for us, punishment for you. It's punishment for everyone. No one's happy about this.
But yeah,
except me a little bit because I love ragging on this show.
Let's just start.
Anyway, this fucking monstrosity.
I hope you said a game. If this was a video game, what the hell?
Oh god, yeah. A lot of bad games end up getting shows for some reason.
Oh my god, that probably is a video.
A lot of shows end up getting bad games. This fucking piece of shit came out on April 19th, 2010.
The episode...
I was 9 years old and the world was graced with this monstrosity.
I was 16 years old when this show came out. I could have driven if I had wanted to. And then if I watched this episode, I was thinking driving into a lake. I don't know why, but no. Okay, I guess I'm driving into a lake.
Yeah. Hey, you used to live right next to a lake, so that would have been good.
Yeah.
Even better because that lake was like polluted, so you could have just you could have just like given yourself birth defects, much like the children of these guys would be.
Let's talk. This episode is called Alluring Sweets. There's a we can't say something.
But there's nothing sweet about it.
We can't say there is a positive here. Like at least the title of the episode fit the episode, I guess, theme. I guess what it was going for. That's good. I guess it's
yeah. I mean, the whole episode's about sweets and chocolate.
We will say this. Before we start talking about this show, let's actually try. I think we said we were gonna try to say something positive. It's not very easy, but we're gonna. You know what the funny thing is, we weren't even really that mad at this show until we hit record button. All of a sudden, we just like went into like this different like stratosphere.
Yeah, before this, we're kind of like, there's a couple good things in it, like I guess.
And then all of a sudden, we were just like,
now we're just like, okay, fuck everything.
Like realization kicked in that all of a sudden we just like, oh, we're doing this now. Like this is a thing now. Like,
yeah, oh god, it's funny. You texted me being like, yeah, I'm not making notes for this. Fuck that. And I was like, oh yeah, how far did you finish? I'm like 5 minutes in, and you're like, no, I'm only 2 minutes in.
So, and the funny thing is, really, we weren't that far behind each other because I didn't even know that the intro goes for like a minute. I didn't even realize that. Like the intro goes for like a good minute. It's like.
Oh yeah. I was like right after the intro. I like how we're like on opposite sides of the country, but we like synchronized watching Kiss This.
I was procrastinating, like, oh crap! Wait, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this crap. So
I was too. I meant to watch it at like noon, and I ended up putting it off to like 4:30.
But anyhow, yeah. So yeah, we said we're gonna say positive things. I think we did say a positive thing. The voice acting, by the way, we should talk about the main actor and the main character's voice actor, Kita. Is fairly good in this episode. There's a point where he just gets really angry, and you can tell the voice actor goes all into it. And he does a really good job. He does a good job. How do you think the voice actor?
The voice actor really makes you feel like he's being molested by his stepsisters.
Yeah, I'm just saying. When a voice actor's good, you got to talk about it. That's where the part.
Yeah. And the dad, still good voice actor. He only had like one line, but still good voice actor, like his voice.
Yeah, that's where the positives end, though. I will say...
And there's like one joke that's like approaching funny.
Yeah.
It's not fully funny, but it's approaching funny.
And also, too, the good thing about this is a positive. This is more like a positive because of AJ and I. We, instead of waiting 8 years, I didn't have to go watch episode 1 again. I only had to watch this one. I had to think, I didn't even remember how the last eepisode ended. Like, how did the last episode end again? And then I just randomly remembered. So I'm like, oh, good. I don't have to go back and rewatch episode 2 now. So that's good,
I was just kind of like, I remember last time was like a teacher, and this was like chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm taking a guess. I'm pretty sure every episode is just like a new fetish.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about I want to kind of rant. So I think AJ and I kind of learned that this show isn't going to follow a story. I think each episode is just going to be a standalone storyline, probably until the season finale or something. Because obviously they reference things that happen.
Like, what kind of plot could this show possibly have besides the quote unquote plot?
Well, I thought, they would reference shit that happened, in past episodes. They don't reference anything, though, in this episode. They don't even... It's like the episode, didn't even happen or anything like that. It was just...
Yeah, this might as well could have just been, its own... This could have been episode 1, and you wouldn't even know.
Oh my gosh. And I was so mad. Typically, I don't mind when cartoons are okay, it's the dorm. But I'm like, wait a minute. I just watched 2 episodes of this shit. Wait, I only have so much time in the day, dude. It's like... I wasted an hour, pretty much... Well, technically, an hour and a half, because I had to watch episode 1 twice, because we went so long without reviewing episode 2. I wasted my time...
Complaining you wasted 2 hours over the last 10 years watching Kisses.
No, an hour and a half. That's even... let's not get that twisted.
It's even more painful. You're definitely keeping track down to the minute.
But yeah, this is just I'm really mad about that, because it's just wait, so do I not have to watch every episode? Can I just mix and mash? But no, we're doing this in order. I was pretty mad about it.
Yeah, airing order as God intended. By the way, I feel like this episode was kind of predictable. Last episode was all about the first sister, Akko. Fucking, I'm English. I'm white. Shut up. But so obviously it was pretty predictable that the next episode would be about the other twin, Rico.
Yeah.
Rico from Hannah Montana. He made a guest appearance in Kiss This.
Yeah. I guess. That I guess I kind of figured that was gonna happen. We will say this. This is kind of a positive. Up until maybe the last 10 minutes or so, this show wasn't pissing us off as much as episodes 1 and 2. We were like, okay, this is just bad. It's nothing really, like, egregious here. Then the last 10 minutes happens, and then we're just like, oh, yeah, this is egregious.
Yeah, they got us in the first half, not going to lie.
Yeah. I know, yeah. I was like, okay, maybe I'm actually gonna be able to get through this, and then I'm just like, oh, crap. And then the last 10 minutes happens, and we're just like, oh, yeah, you went there. Yeah, let's just...
The first couple minutes are interesting. So we get a flashback / dream to the childhood of this young boy, and he's sitting around reading a book with his 2 stepsisters.
Yeah.
About candy, and it's all very sweet and wholesome. The sisters are like, oh, girls are very sweet too. And then without asking for consent, they just start making out with him.
Yeah,
and they're like 6. They are very clearly like children.
Yeah. I mean, this is a normal thing, like that children do. They just practice kissing with the steps.
Well, the thing is, you can argue like, oh, they're little kids. It's innocent, not a big deal. But then Kato wakes up, modern day. He's a teenager now.
Yep.
And his sisters are just sleeping on top of him, and then they start doing the same thing. They start fighting over who gets to tongue down their stepbrother. And
then the stepbrother finally stands up for himself. Only took him like 2 episodes to do so, but he finally did.
I know, right?
And he basically just says, no kissing allowed in here, none of that. We're not going to have any of this happen. And they're just, they're upset.
He brings up a good argument. He's like, hey, listen, like, I'm failing school. I need to study. Like, stop. First of all, he didn't even need to bring up the studying. He could have just said, like, hey, I don't consent.
Right, yeah.
Like, no means no. Like, me too.
And they're, like, kind of arguing, too, because, like, I think they're arguing, like, who's a better kisser, which one he likes more. It's just like, whatever.
Well, and also, like, they start to feel guilty when he says, like, hey, like, stop. Like, I'm trying to study. Like, no.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, good. And, well, he feels bad when he sees them sad. And he's like, okay, well, like, at least, as long as you understand. And then they're immediately like, oh, hey, like, let's make out again to make up. And then it's like, okay, did you not just, like, hear anything I said?
Yeah, he even points out he has, like, a no kissing sign in his room. Because that's great.
And they're like, they look like their dog just died. Like, they look heartbroken. Like, oh my god, we can't make out with our brother.
Yeah. And then, he's studying. His sister Aiko, who's like the chef of the family, makes him like a snack. It's like soup, and he starts eating it, and he's still pretty satisfied with it. She tries to kiss him, but he's like, no, studying, no kissing zone, none of that, nope. And obviously,
oh wait, Owen, you were wrong. You're dumb. No, I'm just kidding. So this is a carryover from last episode. Last episode was all about how like Iko, fucking, I'm so white. Anyway, she was like the cook and like smart and like helping him study, and like the other sister Rico from Hannah Montana was like feeling useless because like she doesn't know how to do any of that stuff.
She doesn't
really have any talents.
Not much of a carryover though. They don't mention anything else. Just.
Owen, soup is a very important carryover. Like listen, with this show, you got to take what you can get.
Yes, you can. So obviously, Rico is still upset about this. And Kita's kind of like bored. He's kind of bored of seeing all this midnight snacks. He's kind of telling his father about this later on, and he tells him that he just kind of wants something sweet. So Rico is going to the bathroom and can overhear this.
He was, in the middle taking a fat shit, and then she overheard her brother being like, I mean, soup's fine. I've kind of had it a lot, though. I kind of want something else.
And I would have bet you, too. It's not like they were in, like, the next removal. I think they were, like, yelling, and, like, they could, like, hear this conversation going on. Like, they were talking, like, really loud in the house and everything like that, too. Like, the hell.
Also, hang on. I want the layout of this house. So, like, him and his dad were, like, they were, like, brushing their teeth in the bathroom. Yeah. But then, like, 2 rooms over is like the toilet. So I'm like, how many rooms are in this house?
I don't know.
What is the layout? Why is like your sink area different from your like toilet area?
And like, you know, I don't understand.
I have so many questions. Listen, the dad's the best character. The dad's like making bank. He's got a big house.
I think you said that's into the positive. That's the only scene that the dad's in. That's good. You know, we like that. You know.
Yeah, the dad's in the scene and he talks. It's like, oh, thank God, this man's on screen. Thank God.
I don't know why you like the dad all the time.
I'm like wiping the sweat. I'm like, oh my God, this guy, my favorite character.
I think you were worried about him because he didn't make much of an appearance in the last episode. So I think you were worried they were just going to forget about the... I'm kind of worried about the mom, though. We haven't seen the mom in a while. I'm kind of worried about her. Is she just gone now? Like...
Parents like, don't exist in the show. Well, it's weird. Like you figure they would be like, you know, upset that their like daughters are like molested.
Oh, don't forget episode 1. Don't forget.
No,
don't forget episode 1. Don't forget.
Yeah, remember the first 2 episodes? Everyone was like, "Oh, thank God," you know. Well, you know, thank God that they're all over him.
Oh, by the way, let's just talk about this. So then, the next scene, like, you know, we see like those same like 3 random guys that like, you know, have been just kind of like hating him out. Like his friends, they're like typical background guys. They're like, you know, they're gawking over girls because it's like private study and everything like that. And you know, these guys.
Yeah, they see like a girl like giving chocolate to like a guy, and they're like jealous. I thought this was like a Valentine's episode for like a second. Because I was like, oh, is this like it's meant to be like a Valentine's special?
Yeah, it's April 10th. I mean, no, it's April 19th. I don't know. I don't think
On Valentine's Day, I don't know. I've never like had a girlfriend on Valentine's Day. You know, I'm gonna go cry now. But anyway, I think it's in February. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is because I always get like Cheetos and stuff on.
I got stood up on Valentine's Day. This
Oh
year.
my God! Oh no! Why are we doing
Literally,
this? What
I
is
got a
this?
call and I was like, hey, my dog's sick. I'm gonna go take care of my dog. I'm like, all right, go fuck yourself.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, I don't know. Just, you know, this show brings out all the trauma and bad memories. You know, the show's actually a very deep psychological horror. It's the story of a teenage boy, and everyone around him gaslights him into like being attracted to his sisters.
Yeah, because then the three guys are like, you know, they notice that like.
Oh yeah, it's also about a toxic friend group. Because like in the first episode, we were like, oh, these guys are like his bullies.
No,
because they were like, you know, treating him like shit, and they're like, no, these are like his best friends.
I don't know what's going on anymore. But there was like, wasn't there like 10 of these? Like there was like a few of these guys before. Now it's like down to 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, these guys, you know.
Okay, look, editor. I know
Weren't there like more of these guys? Weren't there like 7 of them?
For
Did
that,
the other 3 like
seconds,
get
I'll
like
put a picture
die?
of a dog on screen just to show that my dog was leaving my room.
So anyhow, what do you want to? Okay, so yeah, the 3 guys are like, oh yeah, we forgot you live with like the 2 hottest girls. I don't even think they go to the same school together. They just know that these two
These
girls
guys have
are
like
hot.
a down
So
bad radar for the hottest girls in town.
All this action going on around.
That's
you know,
actually a good point. Like,
nothing
how
new.
do they know these girls? They don't go to the same school.
Yeah. I don't know, because it's pretty.
Yeah, no, I
well
remember like
known because
in the
obviously
first episode, like a bunch
to
of
go
guys
older
were
than him
chasing
and like the
them.
first
Not
episode,
creepy at
like
all.
it's pretty.
The show
obvious
is very
that
the show does not have boundaries.
Yeah. And then
Well,
obviously
this guy can't win. His friends are like,
Kita
"Oh, you're
is
so
just like
lucky,
creeped
like
out and
having
like
2
just
hot
like, you
sisters
know,
all over you."
st-
And he's like,
uh,
"Yeah,
as
but, like
he-
they're my sisters. I'm not really like into them like that." And they're like, "Oh my God, you're so ungrateful." Like it's like, motherfucker, can I like what? What do you want from me?
I don't know what they want. And then at one point, like,
Again,
oh my, I don't even know what they want.
the show is
I don't know
about
what they want.
you know, finding the proper.
I think we
friends.
talked about this off camera too. We talked about this off camera too. Even though this guy's voice act is like really good, like this main character has to be like the most bland main character I think I've ever seen in my life. He's got no personality. He's got no hobbies.
Cardboard. Except chalk, you can actually draw interesting stuff on.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You
and
can make it
cardboard, you
different
can like,
shapes.
you
Live
can
in a cardboard
you can draw
box.
stuff on
It's like,
cardboard.
cardboard's so
You can
useful.
you
This
can make
guy
a
just
spaceship out of
exists.
cardboard. And yeah, the comparison
Like
here
me
is like,
versus who
in
wins?
Death.
What if
Yeah, I hate
our
the
next
fact we're
video?
doing
What
this,
if
but we're
Kita
making the
got the Death
comparison in
Note?
Death Note. Um. Oh my god, no, 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 no. But yeah, no. But yeah, in Death Note, Light talks about how he's like a pretty popular
Hey, you know
guy. You
what?
don't ever see any of
Echo
the
and
girls going
Rico
after
would
Light. He's got
from
like
Hannah
really
Montana
great
would
personality and
have
everything
caught
like that.
Light
You know, it's
episode
just
1
like,
because they were always in his room. If Light was the brother, he would have got caught episode 1.
yeah, that's true.
These guys are better detectives than
Yeah, they're always in his room. Yeah, they probably would have. They probably. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Good thing Keith didn't get
Shame.
the. So that's what would have happened.
Anyway,
If Keith got the he would have gotten caught episode 1. You know, it's just I wonder if that's where I wonder if that's where Light came up with the name Kita. Not Kita, Kira. You know, because it sounds like Keith. Almost sounds like
it's
Keith.
funny because I'm pretty sure Death Note came out first, so like Light saw the future.
No, time travel. Yeah, he saw the future. You know, he was having the. Anyhow, continue. I haven't really. I've been kind of taking like over,
thank you so much.
talk
I
about
appreciate
scene
it.
by scene. Why don't you talk about
Just
some
don't
more
hit me in
stuff
the
that
face
happens?
with
Yeah,
no.
I think.
Anyway,
I don't know. We have no structure.
and she looks like a literal child.
We have no structure going on right now.
I think she's only like a year younger than him, but like she looks like she's 9.
I know.
And I bring that up because she comes up to Kita. She's like, "Hey, I made you like this snack. It's like a banana on a stick with chocolate on it." And and this doesn't look like anything unusual, right? It doesn't look like any human anatomy part, does it?
No, you know, this is pretty normal. Everyone has chocolate covered bananas all the time, you know.
Yeah,
the way she was eating this banana too,
I'm
and
really
everything
glad
like
the
that was
animators
totally normal.
put all their
and everything
budget
like
into
you know,
that scene. Like
you
you
know,
can tell, the scene had better animation than like the rest of the episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like, you know, that's totally what you should put all your budget into. You know, it's their money. I can't tell them what to do with
Literally
their money. You
thousands
know,
of dollars for that
if
one
this
scene
money's funding this
of this high
show,
school
might as well
student
go big, right? You know, go big or go home.
on a
You know.
chocolate-covered banana on a stick. Well, something went
By the way,
big,
when I say go big or
the
go
next scene
home,
where
they should have just gone home.
Shy
Like,
girl
that's what
from
they
last
should have done.
episode.
Like,
Oh, look, that's another carryover. I see Owen. That's 2 carryovers. You're telling me this isn't like
and I didn't watch.
memory
It's
scene
been
by
6
scene?
months since I've seen
Unbelievable.
episode 2.
Not a true
Yeah,
fan.
like, you know, it's just. It probably.
Exactly.
No, not a true critic. You know, you got to remember every little thing that happens. You know, every step they took, every breath they take,
Exactly.
Exactly. You know, every dream
the shy
they had.
girl with glasses shows up. I don't know where she came from. She just spawned in. This episode is very weird. Like it's like characters just like teleport in. Like at the beginning of the episode, like Kita has like Akko on top of him, and then like the next second, like Rico pushes her off of him. Like she wasn't next to her before, but then like the next camera shot she was. She just like teleported there.
Well, AJ, you'll forget. That's a carryover too. Don't forget. By the way, in episode 1, Kita like runs out of his house, like teleports already in his clothes and everything like
I
that.
forgot. In the Kiss Sis universe,
PJs
everyone
and
has
stuff
the
like that
ability
before.
to
So you know, like
Absolutely
that's a carryover right there. People can.
But yeah, anyway, the shy girl, I don't know her name. She just appeared out of the ether behind the girl suckling on the chocolate dick, and something happened. I don't know, like the wind or God decided, you know, to fuck this snap.
Chocolate banana.
And the banana falls onto the glasses girl, and it looks like another substance has been squirted all over her.
Yeah.
You didn't catch that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't catch that.
The symbolism,
So, yeah.
it's too deep.
I was actually more paying attention because, well, I was thinking about other things at the same time because I was pissed off about other things. First,
Owen, what do you think?
we have to use subtitles,
On a completely
obviously.
legal,
Thank you,
legitimate
website, for giving us subtitles. The subtitle.
This show's available on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Crunchyroll.
But
you know, every streaming service is just dying to clamoring over getting the rights to kiss.
I mean, people, you know, when the second that it goes on those streaming services, the subscriptions go up through the roof. You know, everyone's just dying to watch the show. You know, like. Of course, they would. Oh, yeah. You know, there'd be multiple locations open. You know, right now, like, awesome. But no, something that was pissing me off here. You know, I want to know what's going on. You know, I want to really invest into every scene in this show. I want to know what's going on. However, the subtitles were moving so fast that I could not keep up with what they were saying because people were talking at the same time they were talking. It's like, okay, you got subtitles here. I need to know what's going on. I even changed the speed of the episode.
I think it's a little racist.
I still had to pause it to read what was going
English
on.
Speakers? Wow, that's pretty intensive. Yeah,
no, I'm saying the subtitles are being. I'm saying the subtitles are being put on too fast. Yeah, I did. Also, too, by the way, this random person, whoever she is, I don't even know who she is.
She has the reflexes of a 2-year-old baby.
Banana, quicker. It's she just stood there, and just. I don't know. I've 2-year-old babies. I've seen a 2-year-old baby have a pretty good reflex.
Yeah, if you threw a chocolate banana at a baby, that baby would dodge that shit
like the Matrix. Great reflexes. So you know, yeah.
Throw shit at babies all the time.
Not that I'm not that I have. You know. Then yeah, the next scene. This woman just walks away all embarrassed. No, nothing happens here, but you gotta play the long game, AJ. You could say, I think one of the criticisms you're gonna have. There's a lot of scenes that didn't need to
but
be
they're actually very symbolic.
They gotta play the long game. Maybe they're gonna.
The chocolate-covered banana on a stick actually symbolized the economic depression France went through during its wartime. Yeah, see,
I'm going through a depression right now.
Depression as well.
I'm going through a depression.
The show predicted that we were going to watch the show in 2024.
You know,
and it symbolized your depression. Again, this episode also symbolized the Me Too movement by Kata repeatedly saying no to the sexual advances of his sisters and them not giving a shit.
Oh no. Doing all this stuff, by the way, what also was going on is
from Hannah Montana. You need to specify every time.
You know, she's not really known for her color, huh? Right. You know, she's trying to be. She's not really known for her culinary experiences. Yeah, I know, right? Even though she owns a restaurant on the beach and everything like that. But
she's an entrepreneur. She doesn't cook for other people.
I mean, she's not cooking the food, I guess, at the beach. So I guess that's okay. You know, she's trying to bake sweets because she realizes she can bring something to the table that.
Oh, and the white is radiating off of
Akko, I don't even know because there's no I in there, so I don't know how to pronounce it.
You're looking see-through. You're like Casper right now.
Very much so. You know,
Yeah, there you go. You're Danny Phantom right now.
Hey, he's a friendly ghost at least, so at least I'm friendly. But.
What if Danny was a kiss this?
Don't put Danny into this. Leave Danny out of this.
We're gonna make that video eventually.
No,
I'm sticking with it.
No, I'm scared.
Jazz clones herself.
You would have to have two sisters, right? That's how that would have that. I don't know. Oh, that's a good joke. Anyhow, yeah, she's trying to learn how to be a she's trying to bake like chocolate and stuff for him. It comes out really bad at first. There's actually another positive
this was
here
like
that
the one joke that I said earlier that was, it wasn't funny, but it was like approaching funny. You know, the sky outside gets really red, and like there's a crow hawking, gawking. What does a crow do? I don't know. A crow's making noise, and like the Grim Reaper shows up, and it, you know, it's the abomination chocolate that she makes.
So this is review. We gotta be critics. It was approaching funny. What would have made it funny if you had this? Like, what would have made this funny? Like, you know, you gotta kind of tell them like, yeah. Oh, okay. So if Danny did this joke, okay, there you go. So yeah, you know, she tastes the chocolate though. It's not good, you know. She just can't bake, I guess. You know, some people just aren't good at
saying that women should get out of the
tied into the
kitchen.
SpongeBob episode.
You might be racist, but at least you're not sexist. Yeah, there you go. You're learning. It's funny because you're just talking about
I'm progressive
about like all the different
you know,
realities and stuff.
And look, ahead of time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this, 2010. By the way, I'm ahead of the curve too. 2010, you know,
advocating for incest and women's rights.
I mean, it's 2024 right now, but like, you know,
yeah, sure. I mean, sure, they were raised together.
It's not incest
because they were children.
The step.
Kata repeatedly says no, and they don't care. But sure, besides that, there's no issues.
Yeah, nothing going on here. So, you know, she's trying to figure out, you know, how to like, you know, put her culinary skills to the test. She, you know, checks out books at the library. She, you know, gets like food and everything like that. And then, you know, it leads to this being failed. She's gonna like just eventually buy chocolate. This, and you could talk about this great you know, totally
so
needed to be here. Totally
Rico
fit.
from Montana,
you totally
sitting
could
in
have like
the Japanese classroom as the teacher is giving a lecture, and she's just like saying her thoughts out loud, and the teacher is confused because she thinks she's doing a bad job lecturing. And then that's the scene, and then that's it. It wasn't funny. It didn't need to be there. It had nothing to do with anything. They wasted time and money doing that. Some poor office worker had to draw that scene for like 2 weeks. And the voice actors had to come in for the day and do it. And there
and you know, so
yeah, some
at least the voice actor.
Yeah, that's kind of what we mean, where scenes kind of just happen. They don't like, you know, normally there's a cause and effect. Yeah. Like something happens that causes another thing to happen. That causes another thing to happen. You know, like cause and effect, like an actual show does. The show doesn't really do that. It just kind of has things happen, and then they end, and then the next thing happens, unrelated to the first thing.
You know what's so great too? Like this person put so much time and effort into the scene. He drew it really well and everything like that. His hand probably hurt for 2 weeks. You know, he worked really hard. Stayed up late half the night trying to, you know, draw.
He was eating too many chocolate.
Yeah, but then anyhow. Yeah, so, you know, then eventually Rico realizes, you know, that she's just not going to get anywhere with her culinary skills. And she realizes, too, there's too much that the item that she wants to buy Kita off the menu is going to be too much money. So she's going to go for a loan. And I guess she was going to ask her dad for money.
This guy's got like a whole office. Again, their house is massive. She goes in there. 2 bathrooms. They all have their own bedrooms.
She looks at,
the dad has his own office.
Yeah. You know, in Full House, they talk about how the layout of that house is.
Since we were talking about nothing earlier, the dad's actually like the Wolf of Wall Street.
Like this just stuff that,
like he's loaded.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, then yeah, the dad she crossed like a DVD / VHS.
I said laser dick. Yeah, in this show probably laser disc.
Well, and you know,
what could have possibly
I think it was meant to be like a porno
given you that
like,
idea?
Looking
was
at
it
streets
a
and everything
naked
like that.
Woman on top of it?
To be fair, I didn't watch the scene.
Yeah, all right,
I was also on my phone doing this scene most of the time. I wasn't really.
I was looking down the barrel of the gun
so,
while watching this.
Yeah. And then, yeah. What I again, I've been taking over a lot of this review because I think we're just trying to get through this. So why don't you just kind of talk about like the last maybe 10 minutes? This is where because we were saying, this episode isn't as bad as the others. It's not pissing us off. It's not weird right now. Everything seems normal here. Well,
in this backwards Twilight Zone where everyone wants Kata, everyone gaslights Kata into being attracted to his sister. Kita, okay.
Kita, it's Kita. It's Kita.
Yeah,
no, it's
again,
I think it's Kita. I don't even know.
Ghost.
Kita, I think, is what his name is.
Kita. There's an I in it.
It's definitely Kita.
I don't know, man. I'm sad.
I think. And so am I. I'm just trying to.
How dare you?
I'm trying to keep the YouTube comments
history's name.
I don't want people to get mad at us. We're getting.
How dare you not use Japanese language?
But yeah, why don't you talk about the last?
So when Rico from
talk about the last 10 minutes.
Office
this
found the
wild
porn
right here.
video that was just like laying on the desk for some reason, and then it was like something sweet, like the lady was covered in like candy, and she was like got it, sweets, gotcha. So if I like how her solution to the problem is just to do the thing that she's been doing, which is sexually harass her brother.
Yeah, it only took 17 minutes, maybe 15 minutes into the episode to figure this out. We'll give a take, By the way, we didn't mention this, we didn't realize this. The intro of this show.
Yeah, I skipped the intro. I was like, no, I ain't doing
It's just nothing. Just absolutely nothing.
I saved myself an extra minute half the pain.
I don't know why I watched the intro. I just did. I feel like
anyway,
I'm like, I've never seen.
No, I didn't watch the outro either. I'm glad because the outro is like really
I didn't watch the outro.
3D models. Like it looks ugly as shit. Yeah, there you go. I just burped. I guess because out of disgust.
Thanks for telling me.
Definitely
now
not
I don't
because
have to watch
it. Burping. It was definitely because of the show. Trust me. Anyway, so Rico from Hannah Montana apparently can't cook, but she can, however, craft chocolate into a lipstick balm. I don't know how the fuck she did that. Maybe she watched a YouTube video on how to do it. I don't know.
I really can't, I don't understand.
I
thought she just bought this at the store somewhere.
I was thinking that's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess she
that's a pretty good product. Chocolate lipstick. Yeah, I wouldn't put it on my face, but
I'd buy that.
I'd eat it. Sure,
I'd eat it.
I thought you were gonna say because you.
I don't need to buy it though. I gotta.
Yeah, sure.
Also that. Get around and everything like that.
I don't know what you do any free time, man. You do you.
Hey, you don't know what I'm doing. I could be, My glasses might be all pink.
Next scene, Kate is in his room studying.
You never know.
They have groomed this man to the point where he's like missing the kisses. Like literally, because in the first scene of this episode was like them kissing him when he's like 6, and they've obviously been doing this for the past like decade. So they've groomed this man to like expect it. So he's like, I know I said no and like I meant it, but like it's weird. Like I don't know how, but like I'm kind of missing it now.
Yeah, I guess maybe we could say a positive. The good thing, it shows, he doesn't realize what he had until
it should be gone.
Type of
I don't know if
thing,
this is something you should miss.
It should be gone. This is one of those things that it should be gone though. Yeah,
I think it's worse for us.
Yeah,
like sisters. So
I would miss this.
Like no.
You don't. Yeah, but like, you know, he's missing it. I don't know why he's missing it. But again, you can't really blame him because everybody else. Oh wait, this one.
That's fine. Oh, you paused it for? Okay, well, editor, put a picture of a dog on
I'm
screen.
not pausing it this time.
All right, back to the making out. Anyway,
but yeah, like, you know, you can't really blame the guy because he's also been like so normalized. You know, his father, stepfather, I don't even know what he is like, you know, egging this on.
I'm a kiss this lore expert.
Okay then, I forget. There you go. Yeah, you know, his friends are egging him on. You know, like
horror. Everyone has gaslighted this man.
How can the guy not
into normalizing his sister sexually harassing him? Yeah. And on cue,
so it's like, how can he not like miss this, you know? Well,
shows up behind him. I'm such a douchebag. I'm laughing at my own stupid fucking joke. It's not even funny. I'm just with it. But yeah, she comes up behind him and she's
Rico
like,
for Hannah Montana.
Here's a gift for you. And he's
Rico
like, oh,
Hannah
cool,
Montana.
it's lipstick. And he opens it and he's like, oh, it's chocolate. That's nice. And then she puts it on his lips. On her lips.
Mm-hmm.
Mouth lips, specifically. In this show, I need to specify that.
Yeah. I think what happens first is like she puts it like in his mouth and he eats it. I don't know if he eats it, but it's like melts in his mouth and he like swallows it. Yeah, that didn't sound right.
It's not.
If I had said that in any other, if I had said that in any other show too, I wouldn't have been that bad too. But
does it get weird, Owen? What would possibly be weird?
Yeah, then it just gets weird. Why don't you talk about? Yeah,
so she puts it on her lips, and then they start furiously making out, and it is the animators really listen. The animators were working for their paycheck on this one. There's tongue, there's spit, listen, they are like moving their entire bodies.
Yeah. And, you know, there's a loophole here. Good on her for finding this loophole, because he's like, nope, I said no kissing.
Oh, yeah.
They're not kissing. He's just tasting the chocolate off of her mouth. He's just eating
like
it.
licking her lips.
Kissing. No, it was just not...
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not, you know, it's not kissing, though. He's just eating some chocolate.
And then later
out of her mouth and off of her lips, you know.
And like he tells her to sit on his lap, and they are just. This is the second half of the show, of this episode. The first half is like, you know, what we were talking about before. The second half is just this happening. And by the way, Rico from Hannah Montana is apparently the boy from Home Alone, because Akko like had a brother since she had a being cuckdar. Like she knew something was happening. There was a disturbance in the force. She was cooking, and then she was like, "Hold on, wait, something's not right." And she went to go up the stairs, and like the stairs were like covered in pillows and like police tape.
Mm-hmm.
And then as she started climbing up the stairs, she like tripped a wire, and like she got covered in oil, and she fell down the stairs. So, you know, again, Rico from Hannah Montana is apparently the Home Alone protagonist.
I don't know what
like
what was going to be your plan, by the way.
He just like falls and breaks his neck.
Walk down the stairs or whatever. Like, what was? Yeah, like what was her plan there? You know.
I know, right?
And again, you know, everyone can tell.
I would have loved it if, like, her sister died from the strap,
like,
and the rest of the show is like this Better Call Saul, like political, you know, like court case drama. This show crosses over with everything. Like Saul becomes her lawyer.
I know. Yeah, but then you have to.
The Kiss This Cinematic Universe.
It's 2010 too, but you know.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, 2010 too. Saul could be in here. You know, Breaking Bad was a thing.
Yeah, anyway,
at the time. I think that episode of Better Call Saul. You know,
go ahead.
you know, just Saul.
You know, Saul seems like a culture
Saul would
guy.
have
He
to
probably
learn how to speak
already knows
Japanese
Japanese.
and all that. You know.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Akka didn't die. She just fell down the stairs and she's covered in liquid. You know, as tends to be in the show. Rico from Hannah Montana and Kata are making out. And then, like, after all the chocolate is off her lips, she stands up from on his lap, and his pants were a little wet. Speaking of getting wet, very wholesome. You know, she probably just probably some water. She probably just spilled her water bottle on his pants.
Yeah.
And see, like, the animators were putting so
and
much effort into the making out.
I don't know.
I was kind of like,
I don't know how to respond
just
to that.
fuck already. Because it's so weird how TV ratings work. Like, obviously you can't show that. But, like, you're already going so far. Like, just do it already and get it over with.
Yeah, you know, That's what
I'm saying. Like, how can they do all of this but not the other thing? Like, just commit at this point.
10
just
episodes in.
And then, as soon as I was thinking that, the show actually was about to do it, where they go to sit on his bed, and they're both, like, sitting there nervous, and he's about to put more chocolate on her lips, and he's like, and I like how she's just like, okay, do you really need that still? But yeah, and then they start just making out on the bed.
They also do a callback. I think we find out, like, the scene that we kind of did see in the beginning.
Yeah,
it was a dream, but we found out, like, this is a flashback.
Yeah,
it was kind of a flashback in a way
because
because they reference that they read this book
or something.
Yeah.
But after that, she says the line that makes me want to kill myself. She says, oh my god. Says
what? Why do we do this to
you're
ourselves?
No, you have to separate me.
Did you feel better if I left for a second and then came back, or?
He says, I know. No one we know.
You have to say this online too, where people are going to see this too.
She says, this character in this show, and I'm quoting her, I am not saying this, I'm quoting this show. This character in this show that I'm quoting says, come lick your sister's sweetest spot. And
I thought you were a stepsister.
Specify the step.
That's a bit of continuity error right there. Because everyone keeps telling us, it's not incest, it's a step. He did not say stepsister this time, so
Oh god, probably worse now.
That was 2015 too. I wonder what they would say nowadays. I feel bad for my friend that's got to edit.
You're going to get an ominous text from him after this.
What's he going to do? This is after, too. I sent him a 4-hour Ben 10 video. Next time you do that, I'm going to strangle you. So,
No, he's not.
Obviously joking. He's just joking.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
He's just joking around.
After saying the cringiest fucking line ever, Keita prepares to do that, and then, like a savior, like an angel, Akko comes in and smacks the shit out of Keita and knocks him out for a second. Yeah.
I think it was like
Which,
with a
thank
pan
God,
or
you know.
something too. It looked like.
Well, also he like was
know.
leaning down when she had her underwear on. I'm like, dude, I don't think you know how that works. But anyway, so hey, you know, he's a teenage boy. You know, can't blame him.
You know, maybe he was. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to.
He's like
Yeah.
3 minutes. Is all I
I
need.
mean, he only had 3 minutes left in the episode. He didn't have a lot of time, you know. Like, he only
That's
had
his
3
sister.
minutes.
Yeah, we were talking. Like, for some reason,
This
this guy
dude's
is
a
more
ladies'
game than
man.
like Yagi.
Apparently, this dude's a ladies' man. Apparently, you know, like.
This guy has the.
I mean, we already talked about
somehow.
this, but you
Not
know,
even-
let's debate it up again. You know. I guess it does. You know, we're thinking it doesn't really matter. It doesn't, you know, about making good characters and everything like that. If you're a bland
Who needs
character, but getting all these
growth,
ladies, you
development,
need to have
traits,
character
positive,
traits, you know,
negative
aggression and
traits.
everything like that.
None of that.
Be bland.
Just be a blank slate and girls will fall over you. He's not even like that good looking.
There you go. I don't know how to do this because, like, I'm in that phase where I don't know how to comment because.
I mean, he's not like
it's
ugly. I'm
cartoon,
just saying he's
you
like,
know,
he's not like
I don't
super
really know.
attractive.
I don't think I'm qualified for that.
That's what I mean. Like he's like he's not ugly. He's just like
I mean, he's just average, you know.
You expect him to be like you know, Chris Evans type of dude, you know, with all these girls all over him. That's another video. What if Chris Evans was in Kiss
You know,
This?
like,
He'll probably sue us.
hey, you know, he's doing.
Chris Evans is an actor. Anyway. Anyway.
I don't know who that is.
So
I don't
Akko
even know who
knocks him
that
out
is.
and saves us all from the show getting canceled. Thank you, Akko. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it.
We get to talk about the last 6 episodes now. Thank you so much. You know, like no 7
plus specials, plus the manga.
No.
Don't forget, we're gonna be doing Kiss Sister 190.
It is.
So anyway, she knocks him out, and then he
so-
gets back up, and then she's pissed off because she saw the lipstick, and she's like, "Hey, what about that no kissing rule?" And then she storms off, breaking the lipstick, and Kata's all upset, and then
He's not getting any more midnight. He's not getting any more midnight snacks now either. She made sure to mention that.
Okay.
You know, no more midnight. And he's all upset about
and
that.
then
No
she
more
gives
midnight
him
snacks, you
another
know, it's
stick of
good.
lipstick. I don't know. A lipstick stick, I guess. I don't know. And then she leaves. Next day, he puts them on his mouth, and it sucks. It tastes bad. And then I guess it was the chocolate that she made, which was like horrible.
Yeah, we find out.
And then I don't know why she did that. She just did it to fuck with him, I guess.
Yo.
And then the episode ends, and then world peace was achieved.
Yeah, then it shows
This
us being
episode
happy. So, you know. Yeah, I was, yeah, this scene, I guess I didn't really give a full thoughts on it. I just kind of chimed in every now and then. This scene, maybe hate this episode, and just maybe hate life.
Perhaps
and maybe
anime was a mistake.
you know, just maybe question what I was doing, you know.
I know, right? You've seen
thank
Death
God.
Note and you've seen
My
Kiss
second
This.
anime I've ever
The
watched.
top of the
too,
barrel
you know,
versus
like,
the bottom.
I don't think anyone really does that. Yeah, this episode. That's
So
this
A
episode.
plus
you know,
or A
like,
plus plus?
Just
Yeah.
the reviews in A
The
plus.
episode
plus.
itself,
The reviews, the reviews in S
F
rank.
minus
That's
minus.
how
I don't know
it
what
is.
we gave the
S.
other videos. Probably worse.
the-
Out of the 3 that we've seen, we're a quarter done. We're proud of ourselves for this.
Yeah.
Only took a decade, but we are a quarter done with this show. I was about
And
to
I'll
ask,
say this.
is this the best out of the 3? I would
This
agree.
is the best out of the 3 that we saw. You know, this one's probably the best episode. It's a fairly normal episode in terms of this show, anyways.
I like how we're like, only
it
the
doesn't
last
get
10
too
minutes,
weird
which is
until
like
the last
half the
10 minutes,
episode.
and then that
But, like,
last 10
half of the
minutes is
episode was
really
like
bad,
kind
you
of
know.
normal. Well, actually, no, the banana bit, and then like the very beginning before the opening. So really, only like 5 to 4 minutes of this episode were like normal. But like better than the last two.
You know what? That's I think that's more normal than like. That's the most
5
normal the
minutes
show's
of,
been. It's just those 5 minutes. You gotta
somewhat
enjoy
normal
those
humanity.
normal moments. Like. Might have just been like actually, it might have just been like 3 minutes because you forget about that scene was Francis still egging
3
him
minutes,
on to,
and it's like the 2
hook up with
scenes
the
that we like
sisters,
don't
so
give a
maybe
shit
it's
about,
like 3
like
minutes
the
of this
classroom
seems
scene
normal,
and like buying chocolate. The two best voice
and then
actors
him just talking to his
in
dad,
the
but
show
even that,
in the same
that's
scene
like kind of
together. Oh my
weird,
God.
but like not.
God.
I mean, another knock this episode has. It's a bit too predictable too. Like you
Right,
kind of
because
know
last
like
episode was about
this is
Akka,
kind of
this episode was
going to be
Rico,
about Rico.
Hannah Montana.
You
And
know,
it's also like obvious that like, okay, she's trying to make chocolate. Obviously, this is somehow gonna get turned sexual.
yeah.
Next
yeah.
episode's gonna be about like I don't know,
I don't know,
really
like, where we
mundane
go
thing
from
that
here,
also
like,
somehow gets turned sexual.
You know,
Last episode was homework. First episode was sisters.
I don't know. This one was sweets. So basically, what
Honestly,
the next
again, you could
episode's
probably just read the title and like get what this episode is. Like, you don't even need to watch it. Sure.
Should I tell you what the name is?
Okay. Well, next episode, get ready for that in 2030.
Oh no! Is that him going? Oh no. All right. So yeah, we did the letter grades, F minus, but S rank for the review. I hate this show. I might quit YouTube now. We're
good luck
done.
on the
This
next
is gonna be
round.
the last video we
I'll
ever
come back
make.
as a baby and try things again.
Yeah, like. Yeah, but then again, if you quit life and come back, if you try that again, you could stumble. Like you could stumble
It's
across
like,
this show again.
You
like,
ever
in your
hear
next
that
life,
one meme
you know?
for
Like, you don't
the
want
quote?
that,
It's like,
so.
"I love you in every
You have to
universe."
experience the
That's
show
me and
all-
Kiss This. I love you in every universe. As soon as I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Oh, this show. This show is so. You know what though? I hate this show, but this show is so much fun to fucking
Mona
watch,
Lisa
so I
of
love
anime,
it. Like,
of fiction, of storytelling, of life. Anyway, that's it. Bye.